Hello, how are you? Oh, you're so handsome, you're so pretty. Well, I have a story to tell you. I have to tell you a big story. It's about Olaf the ogre. Yeah, he was loud. Well, one day, he realised nobody was playing with him anymore. He was all by himself, lonely. He started crying. Great big crocodile tears cleaned off his cheeks. So he couldn't pretend he wasn't crying anymore. And his mum saw him. She said, "Olaf, you've been crying." Well, he couldn't lie because his mum could see his big fat cheeks were cleaned right off. And she said, "What's the matter, Olaf?" And he said, "Well, I don't have any friend who will play with me anymore." And she said, "Well, Olaf, I think you were shouting too much. You wouldn't listen to your friends." And he didn't believe his mum. No. What do mummies know? Mummies know nothing there. They're just mummies. He knew better. He knew that wasn't it. And his daddy saw him too. He said, "Olaf, you know, you look really sad. I think we should have a party for you."
Yeah.
But you see, his daddy remembered he was just like Olaf when he was little. Did a lot of shouting, doesn't anymore. So his mummy and daddy made a party for next Saturday. Oh yeah, Olaf likes parties. I like parties too. I like mud parties. Anyway.
Party.
Yeah, a party. They had balloons everywhere.
Yeah, red balloons.
They were in my bed, under my bed, in the closet, in the living room, in the kitchen
Lots of
sink.
hot air.
Oh, in the mud bog. And you know what? My Olaf's mummy, baked his favourite cake. Mud cake.
Oh, he loves
Mud bog cake.
Yeah, loves mud
Oh,
cake.
yeah. Okay, well, that Saturday, Olaf opened his door and his friends mummies were all at the door coming in after 2 p.m. And in came his friend Bick. And Bick was his best buddy. And Bick had a baby brother who used to be that high. Can you see that high? But Bark, who was Bick's baby brother, was big. He was bigger than Bick. Still his baby brother, but Bark was so big. I said, "Bark, why are you so big?" He said, "I eat lots of worms."
I love worms.
Oh, yeah, me too. Anyway, when they were all playing in the backyard, had a big backyard and a big mud bog, and they're having a good time playing statue. Do you know how to play statue? It's my favourite game. You like statue? Yeah, he likes it too. My daddy and mummy too. Anyway, they were playing statue, and then Bark was getting louder and louder. And Olaf said, he was just about to say, "We are going to play a new game called Bump the Stinky Skunk." That's my favourite game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He likes it too. Anyway, when I couldn't even get it all out my mouth, Bark was shouting so loud. Nobody wanted to play with Bark after that, and I knew why nobody wanted to play with me anymore. Because I had been shouting too, and I'd never do that again, especially after Bark was yelling like that. So we didn't want to play with him. Guess what? His mummy and daddy did the same thing for him. They had a party for him, and it took him a whole year to realise he was too loud. It took him a whole year to not be shouting and to learn his lesson. So I have a question for you. And here's the question. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Really listening?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you think those ogres will ever learn?